back to another video. And in today's video, guys, before we even start the video, before we even go into it, guys, if you have not noticed, we hit a milestone on the channel, boys. We hit 50,000 subs. 50,000 subs, boys. It is so crazy and so wild to me that we hit 50,000 subscribers, you know, because I made my YouTube videos out of fun, you know, with intentions of, you know, just enjoying myself and having fun. But guys, we're at 50,000 subscribers now. 50,000 you watching my videos. Now guys, that is so freaking awesome, and I'm so pumped about it, guys. You guys have no idea. I'm so pumped about it. But guys, I just want to take a moment and thank you guys. Thank you to the 50,000 of you. Actually, we're a little bit more than 50,000 now, but shout out and thank you to the 50,000 subscribers that have been subscribed, that have been liking my videos, that have been commenting and showing so much love, man. I really do appreciate it, and I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Now, as most of you guys know, I like to give back to you guys. So, like always, we're gonna have another giveaway, guys. Yes! We are partnering up with Iron Horse. Iron Horse, the lovely dealership that sold me the yellow submarine. The lovely dealership that has all the best deals and everything and anything you want for your ATV. Well, boys, what are we giving away? Like I said, we are partnered with Iron Horse. We are giving away 5 shirts. We are giving Iron Horse merch away to you guys. We are giving away 5 shirts, 5 Can-Am hats. Check it out. Yes, sir. But guys, we are giving away 5 of these Iron Horse shirts. So, how do you get entered? Pretty easy. Go to my Instagram, Foxy6.7. The day this video goes live, I'm gonna post a picture with all the rules and instructions that you need to follow to enter and possibly have one of these mailed to you for free. So they're gonna be 5 black shirts, guys, just like this, but it's gonna be in this colorway, guys. Why? Because it has to match the yellow submarine. It has to match the Outlander. So go get entered, guys. Go to my Instagram, Foxy6.7. Follow the rules. Get entered, because you have 3 days from the time this video goes live to be entered. So it's a little token of my appreciation and thank you to you guys. We're at 50K. 100K is next, boys. And let's just say when 100K comes around, we are gonna do a freaking banging giveaway. Promise you that. Promise you that. So to the 50,000 subscribers that are here, welcome back. To the other 67% of you guys that watch my videos and aren't subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe with the bell already. Well, I can't force you guys, but you are gonna be missing out on some fire content, that's for sure. All right, so enough of that, on to the video. All right, guys, if you have not seen the last video when I sunk my Outlander, it is still alive, it is doing well, and it's been resurrected. So in this video, guys, I'm actually gonna go through and show you what you have to do to unsink your Outlander if you end up ever sinking it. We're gonna be changing the oil, going over it, and just talking about it and showing you guys how to change your oil and get the water out of your Outlander. So here's the Audi, guys. I don't know if you have noticed, but in the last video, my winch went K to the O. So we're gonna be swapping this out for some synthetic rope, guys, so stay tuned for that. We're also gonna show you how to swap out your cable for some better synthetic rope that hopefully won't rip and tear like this one. All right, so for the people that did see my last video, you know, you had seen that I had sunk my four-wheeler. I ended up turning it off underwater without paying too much attention to it, just hopping off of it, and as you can see, the oil isn't very milky. It's actually not even bad at all, but just to be safe, you know, be on the safe side, we are gonna swap it out and, you know, just to be safe. So as always, shout out to Iron Horse, guys. They came through. We went this morning to get some new oil for the Audi. We're gonna show you how to take off these plastics, how to get all the water out of your motor, and how to change the oil on a 2021 unit. So we're actually gonna turn it on, bring it around back, boys, and woo, sounds so good. We're gonna bring it around back and get started on it and, you know, getting some fresh oil in this bad girl.
3 days later.
As you just saw from the SpongeBob time card, it's literally been 3 days later. I haven't been able to change the oil because literally 30 minutes right when I was gonna move everything to start changing the oil, it started raining outside. It's been raining for like 2 days. Today was kind of like the only clear day, but I was like, you know what? No, we'll just do it inside. We'll just put down some thick paper down and, you know, get this oil change going out so I can knock out this video for you guys. So as you guys did saw, I'm gonna show you guys how to unsink it in a way. So mine wasn't terribly sunk, you know, the water wasn't over the whole entire bike or anything. But if you do run into a situation like mine, or kind of just like mine, where the water actually just ended up creeping up through the exhaust, you're gonna wanna winch it up to a tree, stand it up, get all the water out of the exhaust. And once you've done that, check your oil, make sure it's not milky. If it's milky, obviously don't even try to start it. Just take it home, change the oil, take out the spark plug, shoot out all the water that's inside of the motor, and you should be good, you know, slap on some new oil and, you know, ripping your machine again. In my instance, my oil wasn't milky, so I was gonna try and start it, but the battery was dead. We ended up just charging it and it fired right up. But like I mentioned, the way you're gonna wanna remove the water out of your motor, you're gonna wanna take off both of your spark plugs. We have one on this side, which is actually right here. And we have another one right here towards the front of the motor that's actually kind of hard to get to. But we're gonna take off both of the side panels to kind of show you how to do it, guys. And you know, just, you know, give you some knowledge on this. We're also gonna change the oil. Like I said, it's not super duper milky at all, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. And if you guys can see it, focus on it. It's not really dirty at all, if I'm being honest with you. I've actually fired it up a couple of times, but we're gonna get it changed and I'm gonna show you guys how to change it. So we're gonna start off by taking the seat, guys, putting it off to the side and getting all these plastic rivets off. All right, now that we have the seat off, like I said, we have to take off all these plastic rivets. You have one right here, you have one right back here, right there. That makes it 2. You have 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're gonna wanna take off all those pop rivets and, you know, we'll get on to the next part. All right, so once you've taken all those out, you're gonna wanna put those in a safe spot. Make sure you don't lose them. Now we're gonna move on to the next part. You're gonna wanna pop this up and you're gonna wanna take off your dash. And it can be a little bit difficult, but this is my best way of taking it off. You're gonna wanna do it from on top of your machine. You're gonna wanna reach in front of your dash right here, pop it up, pop up the sides, and you know, there it is. You can take everything off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually just gonna undo the red tab for the connector on the dash, pull it out, and there's your dash, boys. Comes right out. Start by taking off the panel. Now, I don't know the correct way of doing this. I just know that I kind of just wiggle it back and forth and side to side, and it eventually comes out. All right, so like I said, just wiggle it side to side and your panel comes clean off. So now that I got this thing kind of apart, it looks so dirty. And I was over here thinking that I did such a good job cleaning the four-wheeler, but I guess not. There's a lot more dirt down here than I thought. As for this side, you have 6 total pop rivets as well. One right there, one right here by the exhaust, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. So 4, 5, 6. You have 6 in total. You're gonna take those off, and this side panel is actually gonna come off just like the other side. And you actually don't need to take off this side panel to change your oil. I'm just gonna take it off to show you guys where the other spark plug is. So we have both panels off on both sides. Like I said, if you ever want to get the water out of your motor and you're unsure of how to do it, all you have to do is take out your spark plugs. You know, you have one right here and another one on this side. I'm putting my phone right there so you guys can see because it's kind of deep, and this one's a hard one to actually get to, but it's right there. So you have one right there, right here, and right next to the header exhaust system. So if you ever want to pull it, make sure that your motor's not hot. Like I said, if you ever get water in it and you want to get your water out, you're going to want to take out both of your spark plugs because, you know, without spark, you know, your motor's not going to turn over and it's not going to start. So what that eventually does, it makes all the water shoot out of it, and, you know, that's how you successfully get the water out of your motor. The next thing to do is to drain your oil. Like I said, your oil can be milky, can be not so milky. Mine, I was lucky, mine's not milky at all, really. So to drain your oil, guys, the drain plug is actually right here. It's right there, boys. Is that bolt right there? Now to get to it, it's actually really simple. Can-Am, thanks for this, but they made a hole right here, boys. If you can tell, it is right there. You reach in there with your 17 mil socket, get a bucket, get something to drain the oil. This is what I got. This is what I'm dealing with, boys. It's not the best looking. We do have to invest into a new oil bucket, but it'll work for this application. Like I said, get a 17-inch socket and undo the plug, put your bucket, and let the oil drain. All right, guys, so I already broke it loose, so I don't have a glove, so this is what we're gonna have to work with. It does not get any more ghetto than this. Please work. Please don't get dirty. Oh shoot, there it goes. Yes, sir. The glove did the trick, baby. Oh, that's gross. So why we let the oil drain? This is the plug. This is your crush washer that you actually, the kit actually comes with a brand new one, so you can actually just, you know, throw that away. We do whatever you want with it. So what's actually pretty cool about Can-Am, their plug right here actually has a magnet at the end of it, so you know you'll be able to see if you have any, like, I guess any metal shavings or something, which they say it's pretty normal actually, you know, for there to be, you know, any kind of metal shavings in your first oil change. But surprisingly, I don't feel or can see any at all. So, I mean, I guess that's good. Our old crush washer still looks a-okay, but you know, just because we got a new one, you know, why not? We're gonna slap a new one on there, and you know, all the oil seems to have stopped draining. So we're gonna put the new crush washer on, put the plug back in, and we're gonna get to taking out the oil filter. Now, as for the oil filter, it's actually right here on the side, held on by 3 Torx bits, but me not having a size T30 Torx bit, we're actually gonna use an extension right here of a 5/16 to get these 3 bits off, these 3 little screws. Now we're gonna use a screwdriver, adapter, or we can just use a drill, and I'm gonna use a drill. Once you have those 3 off, you're gonna wanna slide your cap and pull it right off. Now this as well, this has a seal. We're gonna change this one as well. Pull off the old one, and then now we're gonna take off the old filter. That should just come right out. Look at that. Ew, that's nasty, boys. We're gonna grab the new filter, position it just the same way that we brought it out. Put a little bit of oil right here on this lip. And once all the oil is out, we're gonna push this right back in the same way it came out. And we should be good to go to put the cap back on with the new seal on there. It's so dirty, I wish I had gloves. Now we have all the oil out, we have the drain plug for the oil back in, we have the new filter in with the cap on tight securely. The next thing to do is add oil. Now they do suggest for, you know, 850s and stuff like that to use 2 quarts and a dash of a bit more. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna put 2 quarts of oil in it for now. We're gonna put a dash of this, run it for a couple minutes, check it again, and keep adding and filling as it needs. Get our funnel, and down she goes. Fresh oil, baby. And looking at it, we're gonna pull this out, put it in the box. I don't know if you guys can tell, probably not. All right, it's almost all the way to the top, so we're gonna close it up, fire it up, leave it running for a couple of minutes, let all the oil circulate all the way through, and we're gonna check it again and fill as needed. All right, so this is my first time doing it, so let's hope we did it right, guys. Sounds so good. So we're gonna want to check all around the filter cap, make sure no oil is leaking. We're gonna let it idle for a couple seconds, check the oil, and make sure it's good. All right, so time to check the oil. Oil level is good, boys. Let's go. So we have successfully changed the oil on my 2021, guys. It's not swamped. Oil looks perfectly fine. Now, I'm sorry if it wasn't as informative or as great as possibly others on YouTube, but like I said, it has been my first time, actually my first time with a Can-Am unit, first time changing the oil on it. So I'm not gonna lie, difficulty, it wasn't that bad. The only, I think the hard part of it was maybe just taking off that cap for the oil filter and, you know, taking off the side panel. But I'm gonna slap everything back together. I'm gonna clean up all this mess, take it outside, and so you can see it a little bit better. Now that we're on the topic of, you know, preventing a machine from being sunk, being cautious and whatnot, I wanna talk about a sponsor that we actually have for the channel and for the 850, guys. This right here will go such a long ways. What this is, guys, this is a big, nice, thick airbox seal from Outsiders Motor Company. If you have not heard of Outsiders Motor Company, like I said, they are a company that makes seals for your air intake, for your box, for your storages, for ATVs, for Polaris, Can-Am, all the brands. They actually help and improve and keep your airbox dry, because if you guys didn't know, Can-Am's airbox seal isn't actually that great. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you pop up your seat, pop up this right here, twist off, and this is what you find, guys. This is your stock air intake gasket. Now, if you compare this gasket right here, it's almost as thick as my finger compared to this one. That is a huge difference. Let me actually pull it off so I can show you guys. All right, so I have both seals here, this being the OMC seal, the one that we're gonna install, and this being the stock Can-Am seal that actually comes with your machine. Believe it or not, this actually still lets water in. It doesn't stop it completely. Now, I'm not too sure if you guys can tell too much on camera, but this seal right here, the stock one, is very flimsy. It's honestly not that great and still lets and allows water into your machine. As for this one's so thick, and it just, once you feel this one compared to this one, the new OMC seal is just so nice and it feels so good. So we're gonna slap that one on, we're gonna wrap it around our existing air intake cap. And it's gonna sit just like this, boys. And actually, guys, it's so thick. I've actually done this to my buddy's Renegade, but it's so thick, it's literally almost hard to close it now. So we're gonna put this one on. Let's see if we can. Yep. It's so thick and it's so like waterproof. That's not easy to turn it. So we're gonna position it, almost turn it all the way through. And there it is, boys. There it is. That seal is so freaking tough now. Look at that. Before, with the old seal, if you could actually push into it and it would still flex. This is no flex at all, boys. This thing is so waterproof tight now. So now with this seal, guys, you don't have to worry about maybe having water up to here or even over completely. There's absolutely no way that water is gonna get past the seal. So I haven't been able to test this seal 100% myself, but my buddy with the Renegade, he's had it on for about 2-3 months now. And I mean, no water is getting past his seal. So even though I haven't tested it myself, I can 100% confirm that the seal actually does its job and keeps all the water out. So huge shout out to Outsiders Motor Company. I'm gonna leave their Instagram up on the screen. It should be Outsiders Mo Co. Go check them out on Instagram, guys. I'm gonna leave their website and all their information down in the description. And actually use my code OMC.Diego for 20% off your order, guys. So the 850 boys, she's back, she's running, she's got new oil in her, she's all sealed up now, and we're ready to rip. Actually, don't forget, guys, we're having a giveaway running, so go shoot over to my Instagram, Foxy6.7. We're giving away 5 Iron Horse shirts along with 5 of these Can-Am hats. So go check it out, guys. Go get entered. You have 3 days from the time this video goes live to the end of the giveaway. So we're gonna end this video off here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for 50,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you boys on the next one. Peace.